Welcome to INN CEO Talks. In this episode, we're talking to Stephen Stairs, the President and CEO of Benton Resources, which trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol BEX. Benton Resources is a Canadian-based project generator with a diversified property portfolio in gold, silver, nickel, copper, and platinum group elements. Benton holds multiple high-grade projects. The company just recently announced that it has commenced its second phase of drilling on its Baril Lake project just west of Thunder Bay, Ontario. The company also tested the main discovery zone at depth, as well as various high-priority geophysical anomalies identified by a 3D IP survey in mid-January. We are very excited to begin the next drill campaign at Baril Lake. It is very rare to see such widespread copper mineralization over such a large area, especially in this underexplored geological environment. We look forward to seeing what this drill program delivers for the project, said Stephen Stairs, who joins me now. Stephen, some pretty good news coming out of your Baril Lake project.
Yes, absolutely, and thanks very much for the invite to explain Benton's story. We just recently started our second phase drill program on Baril Lake. We've identified two large structures that's not previously been known. It was originally identified by White Metal Resources, whom we've optioned the project from. Since that time, we've done trenching, lots of soil geochem, deep IP surveys, first phase of drilling, and now the second phase of drilling. So that program is currently underway, and we're excited to get the core cut and into the lab.
I'll bet you are. What's the timing on that?
So the first of the holes just recently went in, so we're looking at about a 30 to 40 day turnaround on assays. We are seeing, good alteration, some mineralization. So we're optimistic that we're still on the path to finding the source of some of these high-grade samples that graded up to 22% in surface.
You are a generator company, so your plans moving forward as far as this project are concerned. What's the timeline look like, and what are you hoping you'll be able to realize?
Yeah, so we're looking for a world-class copper deposit here. This is a region that's not been previously known for copper mineralization in this particular belt of rocks, the Quetico sediments. To the south of us, there has been big mines, the Inco Nickel mine, the Moss Lake Gold mine. It's got 3 million ounces owned by Wesdome. So this is pretty unique. So as we move along here, we're just trying to understand the geology, what makes the mineralization trap, and the alterations around the geology. So the next goal is to just keep going with geophysics, typical exploration strategies to narrow ourselves into to where these high grades would come from.
Right, to prove the resource, and then to be able to then start to talk to other interested parties.
Yeah, absolutely. We've already had interest from various majors that's seen our news releases, wondering what this truly is. This is, like I say, a belt of rocks that's not seen a lot of work. Only in recent years has there been discoveries along this corridor, such as Clean Air Metals, which Benton owns 24.6 million shares of. They have a copper, nickel, platinum, palladium discovery called the Thunder Bay North deposit. Benton owns a royalty on that. So this particular area is it's an unknown. So we're we hit 0.15% copper over 60 meters, which shows widespread copper in an intrusive system. We've identified rare earths in soil geochem and in bedrock, uranium, low grade in bedrock. So it got earmarks of an IOCG and also alteration of a porphyry. So it's kind of a strange beast, which kind of what we like, because generally those things can be one freak of nature's.
Right. In the amount of time that we have left, I also want to talk to you about your equity holdings. You have 24.6 million shares of Clean Air Metals. So this is a big position for you. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so again, the rift system across Lake Superior has developed many copper nickel deposits, such as the Eagle, Tamarack, all been found by Rio Tinto. The Escape Lake deposit, which we bought from Rio Tinto and now spun it into Clean Air Metals, and the Thunder Bay North deposit that was discovered by Panoramic or Magma Metals back then. So they just announced a new resource on that project. I don't want to quote it because I can't remember if it's measured, indicated, and inferred. But Clean Air Metals is working towards a PEA. We got a 0.5% royalty on it. It's just south of the Lac des Îles mine, which was bought by Impala for $1 billion. And the CEO of North American Palladium, which owned the Lac des Îles mine, is now the executive chairman of Clean Air Metals after he left that company after selling it.
So that's an exciting project.
It truly is. It's probably the highest grade platinum palladium deposit in North America.
With each of your projects, it's like you want to go into even greater detail, but you also have the Escape Lake copper nickel project near Thunder Bay, don't you?
Yeah, so Escape Lake and the Thunder Bay North are a part of the Clean Air Metals project.
Oh, they are? Okay.
So Rio Tinto owned one portion. An Australian company called Panoramic Resources owned another portion. Benton consolidated that. We spun it into a new company called Clean Air Metals, which is CEO'd by Abraham Drost, who's got a tremendous track record in M&A acquisitions, and also Jim Gallagher, who was the ex-CEO of North American Palladium that was bought for $1 billion. So these guys can build mines, and that's their intention. So we're pretty excited to be a part of that.
Okay, we have a couple minutes left. You can also tell us just quickly about some of your other projects in Ontario and Newfoundland.
Yeah, so we're joint ventured also with Rio Tinto Exploration on Bark and Barrel, which is actually only about 20 kilometers to the northwest of the Baril Lake Copper Project. So Rio Tinto has a small block of ground that we surround. They have a nickel discovery there that graded to over 4% nickel over a couple of meters. And we have very high-grade platinum palladium boulders on Benton's ground. And they drilled a hole that graded about 1% copper equivalent over 19 meters back in 2017, I think it was. So Rio, has an option, and they make payments to us and work expenditures. So they're, it's been slow this year because of COVID, and they're a U.S. company, but they'll get back to work, and that we're, hoping soon. They just made an option payment to us, in fact, last month. We have Quadro Resources, which Benton owns 4 million shares of, working in Newfoundland. They got a new gold discovery near Marathon Gold. They just announced 3 grams over 5 meters, and they currently got a drill program going. We own a royalty on that plus the shares. And we have a project just in the Saginaw or Shibano Greenstone Belt, south of Far Lake, under option to Metallica Minerals. They've gone from 15 cents to, I think we're at 55 cents in the last few weeks on that property option, and currently raising money and going to start working on that this summer. We've had past good results on that project.
Yeah, you got some exciting developments underway right now. Worth exploring for anybody who's looking at you as a potential investment. I can't thank you enough for taking the time to give us, as we know, it's just a thumbnail view of the work that you've got underway. Hopefully, you'll come back and give us an update in the future. But
absolutely,
in the meantime, yeah. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for the interview, and look forward to coming back.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Take care.